of the 19th century that human affairs were being watched from the timeless worlds of space. No one could have dreamed we were being scrutinized as someone with a microscope studies creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water. Few men even considered the possibility of life on other planets. And yet, across the gulf of space, minds immeasurably superior to ours regarded this earth with envious eyes. And slowly but surely, they drew their plans against us.
The theme for Burning Man 2006 is Hope and Fear. This year, I'm collaborating with fellow Chico artist Ash. Every year I brought my mini disc recorder in hopes of capturing ambient sounds and environmental audio interviews. This year, with the help of Ash, we will be doing photo and audio portraits on the open playa at various locations. The portraits will be done with this year's Burning Man theme, Hope and Fear. Ash has made beautiful, brightly painted wood cutout signs that say hope, fear, past, and future. Portrait participants will choose as many of the words as they want and have their portrait made with the word. Ash will then interview them about their choice of words. My name is Firecock, and I chose the word fear for my portrait, and I used a Lincoln as my stand-in, so it's not even a portrait of my person. This is rather appropriate because on the 31st July, on my bicycle commute to work, I was hit by a pickup truck. My track carbon fiber bike was broken into 3 pieces, and all 4 of my limbs were out of commission. For a few weeks, I had the fear that I was not going to make it to Burning Man 2006 and be able to complete my project. As it turns out, with the great help of friends and family, I did make it to Burning Man 2006. And I was able to do these portraits of hope and fear.
After being here, this is my first time here, and after seeing this, it gives me hope that people will open their minds further, that this festival will spread beyond the playa and engulf the rest of society. I hope that people can open their minds enough to embrace this kind of a lifestyle and change things.
What have you seen that makes you think that people would open their minds? What makes you say that?
Just complete open creativity. There are very few boundaries here, and even with few boundaries, there's more tolerance and community here than I've seen in a very long time anywhere.
And how does hope play into that?
Well, the hope is that we can reverse the way things are going in our own country and the world as well, and embrace a more open, creative, and more tolerant way of living for everyone.
Apple. I chose future because I think the future is the most important thing to propel us forward and to see what we're going to be as we change and adapt over time is exciting and inspiring, and that's where it's at. We're always on our way to that.
And what word did you choose?
My name is Sprout, and I chose hope, and they kind of go hand in hand. I work a lot with plants and growing things and starting things from seed and watching them sprout is always inspiring and encouraging and very comforting, knowing that life, I don't know, has a passion. It just keeps going, whether you cultivate it or not.
And what does future have to do with growing things?
Well, if we don't plant seeds, then there won't be much of a future. And we all have different seeds, different gifts, talents, insights that I consider seeds. And we plant those out in the world and in each other and cultivate them in ourselves and in each other and our communities. And that all helps to shape the future.
What do your choices have to do with being at Burning Man, both of you?
The word choices? I think for me, future is kind of literal, because Burning Man represents my future in the sense of a step forward in a new direction. I didn't know what it would be like or where it would take me, but sort of embodying that future as just being here.
And I chose hope because I was really looking for, same as Apple, a new direction. I was hoping for another level to deepen myself spiritually and intellectually, and have some hope about the possibilities of where we could go. The world's a pretty depressing place right now, and I needed a lot of hope.
I chose future for my portrait. I chose future because I think we own the future more than we own the past, and we have some more control over it, obviously. And we can, change is really intertwined with the future and what we decide to do with it.
And what word did you choose?
I chose hope. I just think it's just the flip side of fear, and kind of moves you past the fear and into the future, really. If you were to pick future.
Hey guys, tell me the word that you chose for your portrait.
Future.
Future.
Why?
Because that's, I don't know.
Two of the words are positive and two of the words were negative, so he picked the two positive ones and I chose between them.
And what's positive about future?
Oh, goodness.
Or conversely, what's negative about past?
Well, see, looking forward is a more prospective thing to do.
I don't really know if past or fear are really negative as much as it seems more of a general direction for life. You're sort of moving forward and progressing. And past is not a bad thing. Fear even isn't a bad thing, because it keeps you from, putting your hand in front of Rottweilers or something. So there you have it.
Yeah,
And this guy, what's he doing?
No, work it out. Drop a cam. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Did you ask another question? I got sidetracked.
This guy came and interrupted.
Does your choice of future have anything to do with you being here?
No, really not. Excepting next year, maybe. But mainly it's just life in general. Really, Burning Man's a part of that. But more globally, it would be that I have plans tomorrow. I have plans this evening. I have plans next month and next year, and life is just sort of moving that way. And that, I think, more adequately or more appropriately describes sort of my outlook on life, I think.
Okay, guys, which word did you choose for your playa portrait?
I chose hope.
And I chose fear.
Why did you make those choices, hope and fear?
Fear looked pretty awesome.
Well, I feel that Burning Man kind of exemplifies hope and fear. Especially this year, where we're out in this desolate area in the middle of the desert, and can be a pretty fearful thing, but creating something beautiful, and trying to do something that will build hope over time and hopefully create something good from the desolation that it's in.
Lizzie, tell me more about your choice of fear. You're the first person that chose fear today.
Am I really? I suppose if you really want to pick it apart and analyze it, I guess I just connect with fear mostly right now. I wasn't looking forward to coming here up until just about I arrived at the gates. I was almost dreading it, and just being here, I haven't really been one with Burning Man like I have in the past. I've been kind of detaching myself from other people, from the playa, from the activities, and I think it might be, partially because I just graduated college, future's coming, and I don't know what I'm doing. It's just a scary place out there.
Could you explain to me why you chose the word you did for your portrait?
I chose hope and future for my portrait because my journey to Burning Man this year, which is my first visit to Burning Man, was, along with experiencing Burning Man itself, was using this as a break from my past, moving towards my future. I am recently self-employed, and I've been doing just things up until now to support myself, but from this point on I hope to be only doing the things that bring me great joy and to be finding success doing that in my future.
And Chris, could you tell me about your choices for your portrait?
I chose hope. It was the most optimistic word there, and I feel like my life right now is going in a good direction, and I'm happy with things, and so I chose hope.
I'm hoping to receive my playa portrait and have it on my computer, or perhaps get a print and have it actually there for me to remind myself every day of my experience here, and that every point from this point forward is supposed to be changed and different and new and amazing and hopeful.
I'm here for the people and for the interaction with the people, and the art and the experience.
Could you tell me the word you chose for your portrait?
Future and hope.
Why did you choose future and hope?
I chose future and hope because I have a lot of hope for my future, and the other two words were fear and past, and I had a lot of fear in my past, and so I figure that having hope for my future is going to make things a lot easier for me. So.
Do your choices of future and hope have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man?
Yes, actually, I came to Burning Man to get over some of my fears. So.
Is it happening?
Oh yeah, I got over my fear of heights. I went on this giant cedar solder thing, and it was like, I think maybe 20 feet in the air, and I got over my fear of heights pretty fast, so worked out.
And how about future?
Are you talking about for here? For my future, I hope to get over my fear of alcohol, actually. Because my dad's an alcoholic, so I kind of want to not worry about being alcoholic. I don't think I'm going to be anymore. So, pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm curious as to the words you chose for your playa portraits.
For my individual portrait, I had fear rest upon my legs, and I was holding up hope so as to look like I had the option between the two, and my obvious choice was hope, and I thrusted it above my head with the ferocity that I chose hope.
I was happy to find the word fear because this is, to me, the worst word in human language, the word we have to combat. So I put mine on the desert floor and stood on it in a balletic pose to try to overcome it.
Are you guys finding fear out here at Burning Man?
Oh, absolutely. even in a community like this, there's no overcoming what will eventually pop up in we humans. I've seen some pretty gruesome scenes and some pretty cruel things, but more I've seen is beauty, and that's the point.
And do your choices for your playa portraits, the words, do they have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man?
Well, I'm definitely trying to conquer fear. I'm a person who has a pretty frail health, and I'm out here in a really unhealthy physical environment. I have a second-degree burn on my foot.
Received from while on the playa. He got boiling water spilled on him. And I too am out here. I'm out here more for the education of this new world. I'm a first timer, and I want to know what Burning Man is, what this community is, what the communities that are represented here stand for, and what their kind of outlook on the world produces.
It's fascinating because we didn't think it would be representative of so many communities. You know, people who are computer programmers and accountants, as well as visionary artists and musicians. Yeah. I thought it would be all artists and hippies, and it turns out there's all kinds of people from the strata of everyday life, and that excites me. Even though I'm not part of that life, everyday life.
Did you guys choose to do a portrait together or separately?
Together.
Together.
And what words did you choose for your portrait?
Future.
Future? We just chose one word.
Why? Why the future?
Because last night we professed our love for each other. So right now we're very optimistic on the future.
Very optimistic.
And does that word choice have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man right now?
I've been coming for a long time, so I think future, I guess in some ways it could. I mean, I do plan on being here for a good long time. Plan on coming for many years, no matter how it evolves, so yeah, I guess it does have something to do with it.
And why are you here at Burning Man?
I'm here because I had the chance to come. Monique has been coming for years, and when the opportunity came to come here, I jumped at it. I've always wanted to check it out.
And it sounds like you guys might have found your future here. Is that true?
I think it certainly facilitated it. Yeah, definitely. We were on that path, but this made it a lot easier.
Firecock, why did you choose the word you did for your playa portrait, and which word did you choose?
I chose the word past, and I chose the word past because it seems that we do so many things in our past, and not all of them we're proud about, and sometimes it's so hard because your future you can change and everything, but your past always is going to stay the same, and there you can't change it, and you can't go back and fix things.
And does your choice of past have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've just been very always white-collared and very into, like, just very moldish and always been pressed into a mold, and I finally started to realize that that's not what I want to be, and I want to go out and be who I want to be, and I want to go out and do what I want to do, and Burning Man has shown me how to do that, and that I can do it.
And how is that happening here at Burning Man? How's that happening for you?
It's just, it's the people around mostly. It's just, there's so much free will of stuff to do there. I mean, there are rules, but the rules are minimal and stuff, and it allows you to be yourself and allows you to express and do what you want to do, and I think that's so freeing.
Which word did you choose for your playa portrait?
Future.
And why did you choose future?
Because I have a lot of hopes and dreams for the future.
And does your choice of future have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
Not really.
So why are you here at Burning Man?
Well, I'm here at Burning Man. I've been coming. This is probably my sixth Burning Man, and I always feel like it's a really powerful spiritual place to like really transform any energies that are stuck and need to be freed up, and just to be able to really manifest your dreams. It sort of pushes your boundaries and your edges and your emotions, and it's kind of a big clearinghouse, I feel, and it's also really inspiring creatively.
So that inspiration and that clearinghouse, does that have anything to do with future?
Yeah, I'm working on a really large documentary film project actually, and so it does have a lot to do with the future. I'm working on a project that's looking at 10 places around the globe where there's walls or fences of separation between two cultures in conflict, and how to bring those walls down and bring unity to the planet. And so, this is a village with lots of people from different walks of life, and here everyone's able to come together in a place of, for the most part, I feel harmony and love, and it'd be interesting to see if the walls came down around the globe, if the planet could be a little more like us.
Okay, Sabra, so did you choose a word for your play portrait?
I chose future.
And why did you choose future?
Particular for me individually, I chose it because I've had sort of a rotten past a little bit lately, and I've got a really good future ahead, and I'm really happy.
So the past is definitely still with you. Why didn't you pick up the word past?
Because I think everybody tends to start to dwell too much on the past, especially when it's been a rough road. And for me, there's too much baggage and negativity with it, so I'm looking for the future, and we got to believe in the future.
So you chose future. Does that have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
Because I feel this is home, when it's a cleansing and beginning, bringing in the new year, the future. This is my new year.
So you guys just got your playa portrait done. Which words did you choose for your portrait?
I chose hope.
I chose future hope.
And why did you guys make that choice?
You have your reason.
For both of our futures and for us.
And I chose future because right now it's very hard to have that hope, I feel like, but still want to have that.
Does your choice of these words have anything to do with the reason you're here today at Burning Man?
I think this gives me looking forward to a stepping stone to thinking that way about future hope. Give me a break from the view I have of the world and community, unfortunately. This is a good way.
And I am generally a person full of hope, and so Burning Man has enhanced that.
How does it enhance hope?
Hope that I can truly learn to enjoy life.
Did you guys get your portraits done here?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
And did you choose some words for your portraits, and which did you choose?
Hope and future.
Why did you do that?
Well, because
You did.
we're getting married in 3 weeks, so we have a lot of hope for the future.
I concur.
Does that choice of the words, does it have anything to do with you guys being here at Burning Man together?
Yes.
You want to field this one?
I wanted to bring him here before we got married to share the experience with him. It's so cool.
And how many times have you been here?
This is my fourth.
And this is my first time.
And are you finding anything of hope or future here at Burning Man?
You go.
I'm hopeful to come again in the future.
Are you finding anything like hope or future here? Out in the art or the people you're meeting?
Definitely the people. That's one of the things I love about Burning Man is the people and how cool they are to each other, and we wish it was like that in real society. Unfortunately, it's not in general.
Yeah, lots of good karma here. It seems like as soon as you do something nice, not that you need to, but it comes right back to you. like within a matter of minutes or hours, something happens. Like we pulled up to one bar and with our bikes, and 20 minutes later we left, and she had a new bell on her bike. We didn't even think it was her bike. Somebody attached a bell to her bike, and it was like brought smiles to her face. And then we talked about that story 2 or 3 times in the next 2 hours, and some more smiles. So it's all good love.
We just did your portrait here. Which word or words did you choose for your portrait?
I chose future and hope.
And why did you choose that?
Maybe it's quite cliche, but because I don't want to look back to the past too much. And, well, I don't like fear, so...
Does your choice of future and hope have anything to do with you being here at Burning Man today?
Yeah, I think so. It's really nice because we built this sculpture over here with a lot of people, and people I normally wouldn't have met. And it's also all different sorts of people doing different jobs, and it's a nice combination. And it's yeah, I hope we see each other again in the future. So,
can you tell me what you guys built, and who built this thing?
We are the Belgians, and what we built over here, they call it the Belgian waffle or the ice bear, but actually it's sort of a time lap. The whole project is called Uchronia, and it's based on Greek words. U means no, and chronos means time, so it's actually a non-time zone. That's what it's about.
And does that have anything to do with future or hope?
I think so. Ben will explain it to you.
Well, what we're trying to bring here is actually that we're not that how you say decadent that we say we come from the future, but we just try to bring a message that environment and ecology is more important than ever, and we as a European citizen, me as a European citizen, feels like the United States actually don't mind the ecology as hard as we do. So we just try to bring a message in the form of this sculpture. It's actually in wood, so you can ask yourself why so much wood, but we actually plant a tree for every amount of wood we use here. So we got a piece of ground in where is it? Canada, I guess, yeah. And so we will bring a new life. So we're gonna burn this, but we're gonna complete the circle by planting new trees again. So what we were trying to say is, hello American people, sign Kyoto please, otherwise I won't be happy.
Which word did you choose for your playa portrait, Bacchus?
I chose 2. Fear, I left behind. Past, I put up because I like the green. And future, because I like the tension between the future and the past. So, no hope, no fear, just past and future.
So that choice of past and future, does that have anything to do with the reasons you're here at Burning Man today?
Everything.
So why are you here?
To honor the past and to offer myself to the future. To see a glimpse, to get a taste of it.
And how does Burning Man allow you to do that?
Look around, my friends. You see things that you've never seen before. You see what might be. You see the possibilities.
Tell me what you're saying right now.
Oh, well. I mean, right now I see a big waffle lacking only a little syrup. And I look around and I see the golden hour, as we like to call it, and everyone's happy and everyone's ready to release themselves. True burners, ready to burn what they love the most.
So we just did a playa portrait. What word did you choose for your portrait?
I took fear and future.
Why fear and future?
Well, I put the fear on the ground, you know, that's what the future is kind of stepping over that, you know, getting past the fear. Just kind of seeing what's coming up around the bend, you know.
And does that choice of fear and future have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
Well, originally I came out here I was gifted my trip, the whole thing. and it was to get away from what was going on in the surreal world away from here. And I think actually more's happened since I've been here. More learning and more freedom. Really, I mean, it's just a better idea of being out here now. I think I'm in a better place.
And what are you learning out here?
That some of the trivial shit we let get to us on a daily basis when we're not out here is just it's not even a percent of what life's about. And out here you see people doing things and being themselves in ways you'll never see in everyday society, and that's enlightening for anybody, I would think.
Okay, Eswin, we just took your portrait over here. What words did you choose for your portrait?
Future.
And why did you choose future?
Well, because I want better life for people on Earth, and the future should be a non-violent, and so therefore I choose that word.
Does your choice of the word future, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
Yes. The reason why friends of mine, they mentioned this place, and so I decided to come and experience myself, and it take me like back too many years back when I'm from Guatemala, and so my culture is like everybody's free basically. Well, seems to be free, but there is a little of oppression, but I mean it's just beautiful to be here. I really enjoy it.
What word did you choose for your playa portrait?
I chose fear.
Did you choose anything else besides fear?
No, just fear.
And can you tell me why you chose only fear?
That's a good question. I wish I could have chosen something that's neither hope nor fear, because I kind of don't feel either of them for the future. I sort of I'm pessimistic and I've come to accept it, but I'm not really afraid.
And does that choice of fear have anything to do with you being here at Burning Man today?
If I wasn't at Burning Man, I probably wouldn't have been offered the choice to hold up a fear sign, so yes, it has everything to do with it.
So why are you here?
Because it's totally different than everything else, and I think it's really healthy to completely exist in a different way, at least for a short period of time, to break sobriety. This is one way to do it.
And what are you finding for yourself here at Burning Man?
First I found a lot of dust and wind, but it's gotten a lot nicer. It's been really peaceful for me, actually. Maybe it's because I've been to a few burns and the weather's gotten a lot nicer, but it's nice to be able to relax and look at all the craziness. Even though it's overwhelming, it just seems like home in a way.
Chris, we just did a playa portrait of you. Which word did you choose for your portrait?
I picked future.
And why did you choose future?
Because I feel like that's the direction that my life is heading in right now. None of the other words seem to fit particularly well. I don't have a lot of fear. I'm not thinking so much about the past. And I don't believe in hope so much as I believe in do. So future fits.
And does that choice of future have anything to do with you being here at Burning Man right now?
No. Emphatically no. I've come to Burning Man a lot of times and I really enjoy it, but I feel like what I get out of it isn't something that I need as much in my life anymore as maybe I did a few years ago. So coming out here has more to do with chance and the fact that it was easily available than because I think of it as being part of my future moving forward.
it's a wonderful, wonderful event, but at some point I begin to feel like, not that I've moved past it, but that I don't need it as much.
They're not going to interrupt. Now, did you guys do a portrait together?
Yes, we did.
And why together?
We trekked out from Oshkosh. We've been hanging out all day.
Yeah, we came out here together, and so pictures.
And which words did you choose for your portrait?
I chose hope.
Fear.
And the future.
And can you tell me why you made those choices?
I chose hope because that's what I'm choosing to take out of this year.
I chose future because I'm forward-looking and can't wait to find out what happens next.
And I chose fear because Randall stole hope, and I really didn't want to choose fear, but I knew that it was in me.
And you flipped for the picture, didn't you?
The first one.
Yeah.
So I guess that's fear in reverse.
No fear.
No fear.
No.
Anti-fear.
Now, do these choices of your words have anything to do with the reason you guys are here at Burning Man right now?
No. It was... I chose fear of being the last one of the title of the Burning Man representation for this year, so...
For me, I think it does have a little bit. Because I do see a lot of hopefulness here. I see a lot of bitterness and pessimism in the outside. And here I see people that have a little bit better idea of what we can do together.
Do you two do a portrait together?
Yes.
And why? Why together?
Well, honestly, we just walked up and that's what we saw. So.
And what words did you choose for your portrait?
Past?
And hope.
I have to ask, why?
Well, for me, I feel like introspection is the key to just about everything, and introspection about past experiences, and also I just really like the color green.
I'm here with a commitment to search for beauty, and hope is the place where I think I find most of it. So.
And do these choices of the words for your portrait, do they have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man right now?
Well, I've been to Burning Man for the last 7 years. It's just like an annual tradition, and definitely it's always been about creating a new future and breaking out of, or, creating something new out of my past. So it's definitely has to do with past traditions.
How about you, Michael?
Yeah. The relations here, the world that this is obviously totally unlike what you find in the default world, and so I think that the hope that that one brings from that, I guess it's inspiring. It's inspiration that I find here.
Okay, and we just took a portrait of you. Which words did you choose for your portrait?
Hope and future.
And why? Why hope and future?
Because the world needs that right now. We can't go on as we have been going on. Things have to change, and my hope is for the future to change.
Now, does
It will change anyway, but change for a more positive, interactive, peaceful world.
And that choice of hope and future, does that have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
I'm here because my daughter asked me to come because her experience here after the loss of her husband on August 30th, a year after his death, was such a wonderful releasing of energy for her. So, I'm here because I wanted to experience what it is here that gives her that ability to let go in a small way and let go every time she comes.
Are you finding that for yourself?
I'm finding that I am with a lot of sadness at times, and the sadness is because I feel the need to change myself even more, and I'm just here for these few days, and I want to experience it so that I can take it back out and have that sadness manifest itself in a positive way.
We came to Burning Man together, and we wanted to show I don't know, it's our first time at Burning Man.
And what words did you guys choose for your portrait?
We chose future, and the reason we chose future was because it's very appropriate right now. We're in a relationship and we're trying to see what our future is. So I know that sounds cliched, but it's the truth.
I think we're looking toward the future and planning the future, and the future is really important to us right now.
Does your choice of the word future have anything to do with the reason you're here at Burning Man today?
Yes, it does. But how do I articulate it? I don't know. Is yes, but I don't know how yet.
I think our future and Burning Man do coincide, because I personally was really trepidatious about coming here and scared and excited and nervous, and I read something online about how a lot of relationships don't survive Burning Man because it is such an intense experience. And so for me coming here, it was like a big leap of faith that we would be able to be connected and that we would be able to love each other and take care of each other and that kind of thing.
That's
so
true. That's true.
So you could have easily chose fear and past to do that. Why not? Why not fear and past?
That's just not who we are.
Well, I actually, it's funny that you say that, because I did look at fear, but I feel like fear is something that I'm trying to let go of.
Yeah.
Especially now, especially here. So for me, future was the definite choice. Future.
Well, and challenging yourself to, accept your fears, see them, and walk through them. And so I choose not to focus on my fears anymore, but see them, accept them, and move through them. Be active in what I choose to do in regards to what I feel.
And is Burning Man allowing you guys to find some of this future you're looking for? Is it happening here at Burning Man?
I think so.
I think it is, yes. I think I've been able to see parts of him that I've never seen before, which is really exciting and terrifying and beautiful.
I feel that the people here have made me see some new aspects of myself that I never knew, and have opened me up to a lot more freedom and a lot more authenticity. So I feel very inspired by the folk here. And I say folk because I mean like a sense of family, kinship.